Hi, my name's Jonathan Keeling and I'm WineFi's Chief Commercial Officer. I am ex-CGO at Crowdcube, which is a fintech business supporting companies to raise finance from their community. I joined that business 8 years ago, very early, pre-Series A, around 20 staff, a couple of million in revenue, and supported the scale of that business to over 14 million in revenue, 150 staff, offices around Europe, and really supported its growth into what is a category-defining brand. We worked with businesses like Monzo, Revolut, Brewdog, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Moneybox, Plum, the list goes on. So probably the best crowdfunds of all time were executed on Crowdcube. And I was a big part of building out their marketing proposition and the way that Crowdcube ultimately communicated to its investor base of over 1.8 million users. The thing I loved about joining Crowdcube back in the early days was the fact that we were the odd one out. We were not accepted. I used to join panels and VCs looked at us like, who are these guys? What are they trying to do? And why are they like walking on our turf? And that really drove me to want to push further and push harder into building out the market opportunity for that business. You fast forward to 8 years, Crowdcube has built a category-defining brand, and they've worked with some of the best consumer brands in the world. So the reason Crowdcube managed to deliver such growth and such impact in the market was due to its different take and its brand-led approach to what is the market. And if you look at today, Crowdcube exists alongside and has worked with and invested alongside some of the best VCs on the planet, including Alderton, Numis, Draper, Google, you name it, some of the top firms in the world. So what is it that attracted me to WineFi? The founder, Callum, approached me whilst I was still at Crowdcube. He was still in his old role and he was trying to work out how to build the business, how to create this idea and turn it into a new opportunity. What really made me want to open that reach that he placed out to me on LinkedIn was that he was building a brand first business. And he was going into a market that is very traditional. And if I look back on my experience 8 years ago with Crowdcube, WineFi is positioned in a very similar way to be able to dominate and build a category-defining brand. There is no reliable wine investment business out there that is community first. And the approach that Callum and the team have taken to the market really got me intrigued and really wanted me to support and build it into the business it can be. So what's my role at WineFi? I'm focused on our B2B go-to-market. We're working with neobanks, fractional investment platforms, and wealth managers. And the focus is to use our experience of our world-class investment committee to structure financial products that they can then deliver to their end consumers. And what we're looking to do, in the same way Crowdcube opened up broad access to a much larger base of people available to invest in startups, we're doing exactly the same thing for fine wine investment and opening up to as many people as possible on a global level. And that's a super exciting part of the business and very scalable for us to be able to talk to a much broader audience. So alongside my excitement for the WineFi brand, I've actually got a real passion for wine itself. My granddad has been investing or had been investing in wine for many decades before he passed, and my dad took on that mantle and also invests in wine. So I've been very lucky to drink great wine at Christmas and on birthdays over the years, and really fascinated to hear the stories around the origins of the wine and a lot around the complexities of the market, really. So I guess that attraction of working with WineFi's team has enabled me to level up my knowledge on the fine wine market and really understand some of the stories behind these wine producers and ultimately the product that we're bringing to market on an investment level.